Hey Zephyr athletes, I'm here in the big island of Hawaii enjoying the sun and the ocean, and I wanted to bring you some awesome mobility and stretching for you to do as we prepare for week 2 of the Open. So last week we did a lot with our arms, with whether you did knee raises or toes to bar, with the wall balls and our cleans, all that good stuff. So we're really going to work on stretching out our arms and stretching our legs and also getting to our core a little bit. So move along as you like. As I always say, follow your breath, hold any of these poses as long as you like, and we will get started. So let's just start by either sitting crisscross or on your knees, and we're gonna cross into a nice tall long spine, crown of the head reaching up. We're gonna take our arms and come up overhead. Just stretch those arms nice and tall. Before we clasp, really think about reaching your fingers up to the sky, all the way, feeling that elongation from your hip, through the side body, through the shoulder, all the way up. And then like we're holding a ball or a beach ball, if you're in Hawaii, you're gonna lean over to one side and just stretch and reach. And then lean to the other. We have a chorus of donkeys happening all around us. And then coming back up, reaching up nice and tall. And then let your left hand come down and let your right arm reach and stretch. And push down through your right hip as you really reach with your left arm. You can use the ground as leverage to help you lean, but really stretch and open. And then take that right arm and just move it down and up, opening up the shoulder. Nice big stretch. And then we'll take our right arm down to the ground and let our left arm lift up. And same thing, root down through that left hip as you stretch through the fingertips. Nice and long. And then move that left arm down, up, down, and up. Good. And then bring both hands back up overhead. Hold that ball. Reach up nice and tall, long spine. And then let those hands fall forward. You can stay in a folded position or you can pull yourself into hands and knees and just let that head be heavy. Reaching your fingertips out long. Big exhale to let it all go. And if you aren't there already, go ahead and pull yourself fully into child's pose. Sitting those hips back, arms nice and long, feeling that stretch through the back body. Pushing your hips to your heels. Then we're gonna glide forward onto our belly, kicking those legs out nice and long. We're gonna come up through Sphinx, and maybe you begin to gently straighten your arms and stretch that belly. Relax your bum. Let your legs be heavy. Roll those shoulders blades back as if I was behind you, helping you roll them down. Good. And then coming down, glide those hands underneath your shoulders. Roll your shoulder blades back, and now we're going to come into a gentle cobra or up dog. So now our hands are a little bit closer to us. We can lift a little bit higher. We're still keeping our butt unclenched. Legs are nice and heavy, stretching all through our stomach. Keep breathing, keep holding. Good, and then gently push it back into child's pose. Tuck your hips, send them back to your heels. Good, and then coming up onto hands and knees, let that naturally fall into a cat-cow, belly drop, gaze goes up. And then round through your spine, push through your hands, tuck those hips. Dropping your belly. And then round through the spine, push up. Good. We're gonna take our right arm up to the sky, reach it up nice and tall, big arm stretch, and then tuck it through. Shoulder thread the needle, keep your hips high. And let the arm reach. You can let your left arm stay on the mat, or you can bring it behind you if you want a little twist. Breathing here. And then release that left arm. Bring that right arm up to the sky. Big stretch. Reach up nice and tall through those fingers. And bring them back down to earth. Couple cat-cow. Just articulate that spine. Nice and long. And then reach up through the left arm. Nice tall arm through the fingertips. And then drag that left arm underneath the body. Shoulder thread the needle on the left side. Again, you can keep your right arm on the ground, or you can reach it up and tuck for a bind. Good. Bring that right hand back down. If you moved it, take that left arm up to the sky. Stretch up, reach, open. And then back through center to cat-cow. Drop that belly. Gaze up. One more. And up. Pushing into downward facing dog. We're really going to pedal out our feet, stretch those calves, push through the hands. And then we're going to take that right leg up to the sky and just stretch it through, coming into a low lunge on the right side. Big deep stretch here. So think about pushing through your hips, leaning forward, stretching through that left side. Staying with our hands on either side of our leg. Big deep stretch. And then we're going to send it back, half splits, keeping that foot flexed. Active leg. Good, come back through low lunge. Over exaggerate that stretch, really lean forward. This would be the only time I'd say bring your knee over your toes. Big deep stretch. If you like, you can straighten out that back leg, and if you do, think about sending energy out your back heel. So pushing just as much through your back heel as you're pushing out your front leg. So you have these polar directions moving. Good. Take your left hand down and bring your right arm up to the sky. We were just here. Big stretch. Open the chest. Open the arm. Stay here. Keep breathing. Head doesn't have to be involved, so you can do whatever you want with your head. You can look down, you can look up. Good, and then lower the arm, lower the knee. One more time, straighten that front leg. Pull your heel on the ground, stretch the back of the leg. Good, come forward, just to come through, hands and knees into downward facing dog. Pedal out those heels. And then take your left foot up to the sky, big tall stretch, then bend that knee, coil it in, step it through. Coming in with our bent knee, over exaggerating that stretch, really draw through that right hip. Keeping the hands on either side of the knee, and then straighten that leg. Coming back into half splits. Good, and then come forward, over exaggerate that bend. Again, only time I'd say knee can come over the toes to really get that right hip stretch. Stay here or straighten out your back leg. Thinking about pushing with that back heel just as much as you're pushing with your front knee. And then we're gonna plant our right hand down on the ground and stretch up to the other side. Big chest, nice and tall. Keep breathing. Good, and then lower that arm, lower the knee if you had it raised, back into half splits. Good, draw that left foot back, hands and knees. Come through downward dog one more time. Pushing through those hands, energy up through your hips, down the legs. Breathe here. Again, you can move your feet, sway your heels, and then bring those knees to the ground. We're gonna transition to being on our bum. So we're just gonna come into a little gentle twist to finish out. So bring your left leg underneath you and bring your right leg on top. If this doesn't feel good, if you're really leaning to the left side, take that left foot out. I'm on somewhat unstable ground, so I'm gonna keep my leg out for good balance. And I'm first gonna hug in my knee to get that nice long spine. And I'm gonna take my right hand down. And for some of us, just hugging the knee and twisting here is perfect. For others, we'll take our arm up and then take our elbow to our knee. I have my right knee across, my left elbow is twisting over, and just breathe here. Good. Bring that twist out, hug that knee, big tall spine, switching legs. So again, you can have your leg cross under, it would be right leg under, left leg across, or you can bring your bottom leg through. First thing we do is hug that spine, nice and tall. You'll feel it all through your IT band, just being here. So for some of us, this is perfect. For others, we can take the arm, bring it up nice and tall, and then twist. Good. Come back to the hug, squeeze in, and then bring both your feet out if you don't have them out. And we're gonna bring them up. We're gonna get a nice tall spine. I'm gonna move my sits bone so I'm like fully sitting on the ground. Big chest, reach out with your arms nice and long, big T. Come up, scoop up that ball, and then lean forward, forward fold, stretching out our lower back. Keep that long spine, so think about stretching forward with a long spine as opposed to just tucking and rounding. Nice long spine. Again, head isn't involved, so it can just be heavy. Good. And slowly coming up, pausing, breathing. You can bring the legs back together. Nice long spine, crown of the head reaching up. So that was week 2 of our stretching for the open. Have so much fun. I checked out the Zephyr leaderboard. You guys did awesome in this last workout. So we don't know what's gonna come this week, but just make sure you keep doing nice open stretches in the shoulders, the legs, the belly to keep us activated and ready. And I will see you all next week for the open on Thursday night. See ya.